how you feel about this. Just very lightly. Um, Noise does has a certain frequency as well as the incense that I have here. You can kind of see. So all of this has frequency. It's very inviting to your ancestors in order to get that energy here. But if you do not know, I am Goddess Sheba, and welcome to this corner of calm. This is a reading for whenever you see it. Now before you doze off, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, or you can use the links down below to support the channel. So for my fire signs, we're gonna go ahead and get into the reading. It'll be an ancestors reading, followed by some tarot, and basically what we're going to see is like, what blessings have you inherited from your family line? What wisdom have you inherited from your line as well? And what is the path, like, in order to not give up? Like, what do you need to do in order to, like, give up the smaller part of yourself and really call in those blessings? So asking yourself what you can do then, and asking yourself, what do you need in order to receive? Like, what do you need to do in order to receive those blessings, the wisdom, and things of that nature? So, like I said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I like how every time I, flip the cards, the smoke goes out. It's pouring out right now, but you can really see it when I do that. Alright, let's shuffle. Without further ado, let's shuffle. And get card number one about what blessings you have coming your way. What blessings do you have? Fire signs coming your way. In order to receive any blessings from this reading, remember to like the video. In order to actually receive blessings that are pouring out, just like this incest holder. You can see how it is pouring out. Okay, the first one I flipped over. Mother Earth. Mother Earth is in card 40. So you come from a line that is, fortunate as well. And there is a lot that can be done, in that instance as well. Things that you can do with that, like I said, this being your blessing, it kind of gives you that safety and security mindset, so that you're not, always worried. And it gives you that energy of, put this in the center, of what a time to be alive type of energy, and enjoying the moments that are around you. You're being very present, and you already know that you are bringing home the money, you're bringing home the bacon, and you are like very generous and very savvy. So this could be just, of course, in business, but just in the essence of who you are for other people. And you make sure to also take care of you as you continue to lead other people as well. So this ancestor is, the warm and loving ancestor. It's the earth mama, like, type of energy. representing that down to earth, dependable spirit. This is the Queen of Pentacles in the tarot. It's corresponded to the Queen of Pentacles. You may want to watch some other readings if you feel like you have, other placements in your chart. So far I did air for yesterday. So, this energy is about shared prosperity and well-being. So that's within your bloodline as well. So that is the ancestral blessing. It's that shared prosperity across timelines and, across the energy of, your whole, the bloodline of your family, right? So, that's the energy. And if you feel that love and embody it, that is what, brings that energy to you. So this energy is like representing like fertile abundance and wealth, so that being sensible can help you as well. The Queen of Pentacles is that one that is doing all the works to curate this energy, right, of this card. So it says Mother of Earth, fertile ground. The number 4 is here as well, so that could be an important number to you, but we will get some more just to see, what else is showing up. I feel like whatever riches were like laid up in store for your ancestors, whatever blessings were laid up in store for them, you kind of coming in and you might be like new to it, but you're able to still partake in the garden and you're still able to be abundant in your own way. So, yeah, that's a symbolism of like you, like being a part of this prosperity and your ancestors really not holding back and like not waiting until you're worthy, quote unquote. You were born worthy. That's why it's like showing like an angel, a child here type of energy. So let's go ahead and get the second one based on, just what wisdom is here for you. Immediately this card came out, so your ancestors want you to know to kick somebody out. Okay, to the mother of air. So I mentioned air and then it came up. So it may be just indicating that you have something like that in your chart. Maybe it's important to you to just learn what that is within you. But the mother air is always talking about boundaries. This number is the number 8. This number is 35, but it's also 8, right? And with the number 8, what you actually have, I have no idea that these. Ooh. Girl, not me about to start a fire. Sorry, I had to take a pause for the cause. This thing went out and I wanted to like light another one. Forgive me, this is my first time definitely dealing with this thing, so anyhow, I'll put that to the side for now. But let's go ahead and look at the mother of air, boundaries and things of that nature. So the number 35 gets you to 8. 8 is a number of completion. It's also a step up from the energy of the 4. It's like, back and better with a vengeance, whatever the case may be. So it could be, even your past selves, your past lives, things of that nature. Tapping into those gifts, things of that, Hello to the chat. Thank you for, checking in and saying hello. So the mother of air is the energy of boundaries, telling you to stay true to what feels right for you. Honor your boundaries, approach with discernment, speak your truth, and make decisions based on your assessment of the facts. So I'm getting the energy that you're having to become like a higher and better and more authoritative like force in your own life, right? So it's kind of like taking the next step up, being honest honest with yourself, and like I said, being able to truly assess any situation and not afraid of being direct. But you're definitely wanting to be more aware of, you want to be more aware of like criticism and things of that nature. Because like even when you're thinking about air is also the swords energy, which this one is the Queen of Swords. So you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Very strong energy, matriarch energy. So maybe you hold that, or the ones in your family is helping that. In the air, the mother of air is a leader who brings wise, grown energy, and you can see both of them are like the matriarchs, and they have like the descendants next to them as well. So this matriarchal ancestor rules with an iron fist, though. So from the head and never from the heart. And her compassion is often underestimated at first glance. So the mother of the earth is like the more compassionate side of it, and being very much in line with like a more softer ancestor. It's kind of like the work is already done, so you can kind of sit back and relax, type of mother earth energy. But the mother of air is really more like the beginning of a journey, or just the Queen of Swords. Like you have to think first and then you have to act. So the affirmation with this card is I speak with clarity. So the things that you speak are the things that are coming into fruition for you. But it does take that first speaking. Like you can kind of see her pointing her hand and like saying you go, and doing something. It requires doing. That energy of the swords is, like I said, here, but it does require even when you're looking at this energy of the mother of air, is like the La Madama, like an Afro-Caribbean spirit that was gifted in intuition, oracles, and alchemy. So you're using whatever energy that you have within you, and you're using all history as well, like you're recounting things through your mind, or just through, maybe you're learning ancestrally through videos like this or documentaries as well, just to get more of a clue into who your family is. Or maybe you're talking to your older ancestors that are still alive, and you are getting them to speak with clarity about the blessings or the triumphs or the fails of the family. And how can you go around that? How can you circumvent that? Girl. Not this thing still being lit. Okay. So let's get the third card here. Good thing I always have some water. Bye. We gotta bring all the elements: the fire, the air, the earth, the water, child. Just so that my waist don't get burned up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the third card just to see where we're at with that as well. So, and this card is based off of, what do you need to give up, or, what do you need to release on this journey, or just some wisdom going on this journey. It fell down. I gotta get it. Okay, it's the energy of victorious. Victorious is the number 7, which is definitely a very, high vibrational number as well. And it can definitely help you, call out the things that you need in order to be victorious as well. So I would say, being victorious, being smart, allowing those things to come into fruition is definitely an energy as well. Like not having the spirit of fear, not having the spirit of, not knowing if something will work out, being very sure of yourself is important in a time like this, and any time, So, um, if you can be sure of anything else, you definitely need to be sure of yourself. The energy of the monarch is coming through, very strong for you today. Um, so take a deep breath and buckle up. You will overcome any challenge. You are loved, you are protected, you are supported, and your hard work is paying off in a big way. Your vision is meeting your drive. Call your power back to you now and move forward. There is no need to be uncertain. You are on the right path, but your confidence and determination are needed. Take charge. Picture you rolling in a chariot heralded by phoenixes, right? You are regal. So this energy of, the monarch, or just, having that energy, this is also corresponds to the chariot. And the energy is, I have royalty in my DNA. And just whoever your ancestors was, whether they were actually, a king or a queen or not, we all are royalty. We all have these special things about us. So it takes a certain amount of learning for, people to really understand this about themselves. It's like a part of what ancient secrets were all about then. So it does take some getting used to, as you may think of yourself as regular, but understanding that you are anything but regular, right? So I definitely believe that that sort of mindset shift is something that helps you go further in your life. So let's go ahead and get the last card, which your last card will be focused on, what can you do to receive, or, what will you receive, things of that nature. Like, what is the outcome energy? Let's shuffle and see. Can you be added to what list? The list of the victorious. So I'm getting that energy of, you just taking charge. The number 7 coming up again, 37, which is 10. The number of completion. You may want to watch yesterday's reading if you feel called to it all. If you have any air in your chart, it would possibly, go ahead and be helpful as well. But yeah, that energy of, taking charge and understanding that change comes when you have like a deep awakening, a soul awakening. So let's see what we have for the number 37, which is, like I said, this is also, again, we're ending. We started with the prosperity card of being of the pentacles, and it has come back out. So there's clearly, just a lot here for you, a lot of prosperity, wealth, and just great things that'll happen for you when you allow. So limitless prosperity is telling you to receive, 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 receive everything: wealth, love, health, and opportunities. So make way for new financial and career opportunities. Right now, it is reaping season, and you should feel grounded and secure. It may be finally time right now to welcome these delicious rewards that you have been collecting in your energetic vortex. So just because, I mentioned the baby, that's the card 40, that's kind of already there and enjoying these things, even though you may not really understand as a child what this means, what prosperity, really means, and what that can do for you. So I definitely um, think it's more of an energetic thing in the beginning where you have to, be walked into this. You have to really realize and understand and know in yourself that you deserve abundance, which is a journey. Now that is the like baby side of the journey, you could say. Like the more adult side is sitting on the throne, the Mother Earth, kind of sitting on that throne and realizing that with risks that you have taken and with the all the things that you have done to be a success in life, those things are, they're not small, So it the things that you are receiving is because of the investment that you have gave, right? So we will go ahead and just get, like I said, also this kind of energy from the altar of earth. Limitless prosperity comes from, you know, with the energy of the fertile mother, who's kind of named Lakshmi. She's very prosperous and brought up a lot in like Hindu practices as well. And this corresponds to the Ace of Pentacles, which your declaration for that is, I will open my arms wide to all wealth flowing my way. So, I definitely think that, this is the energy for anyone who is ready to reap the rewards, ready to be victorious for, the things that you have done, like I said, in previous lifetimes, as well as, in this one. So you didn't just begin trying, right? So, there is a certain level of greatness that is coming towards you because of all of the things that you have mentally acquired first. So it does take, like I said, mental acceptance and mental acquisition first before you can receive anything in the physical, which is here for you. So let's go ahead and get some tarot to see exactly what you got. So we're gonna shuffle, get a card, and I'll tell you, kind of what it means in relation. So we got one from Mother of Earth. Mother of Earth, we have the Cups card, Three of Cups, and it's definitely celebrate the love within every relationship and friendship. So the energy of celebration, it could be celebrating with a creative community, celebrating with just like friends, and finally feeling happy because you feel like you have reached the level of success that you were looking for, and it feels more, I would say, effortless. It's just not hard for you to, get into that energy. But the Three of Cups is telling you that this is definitely a time of celebration. And like I said, that could be family or friends just reaching out, maybe for the support of others. So you may be looking out for like a mentor. You may be looking out for, just different people like that, but enjoying the experience of connecting with others. And this also could just indicate that there's a new project or even like childbirth on the horizon. And like I said, it could be a project where you're birthing something. So not just a childbirth of, having a kid, but the birthing of a project or creation. And this card is all about success, abundance, good luck, and fortune and victory as well. This definitely is a card of raising all your glasses with everybody after you have accomplished something, or let's say you reached the end of a contract. may just be something celebratory within yourself, like you signed a contract to, start working, or, you just finished one and now you can, call in new opportunities. So you may want to, have a glass of wine or something, maybe with your friends. You may want to connect. Maybe a project is ending and you're going to get new projects after that. You already know that, but it feels good to like celebrate the end of one, and not to be overworked, or not just in the energy of work mode, right? So there's a type of energy where you sit on your throne, which you can kind of see like basically everyone is like sitting on their throne and acknowledging all the work that they have done. That's what you get here with the Three of Cups energy. Let's get one for the Mother of Air. Alright, we have the Seven of Pentacles that flipped out. Seven of Pentacles is all about, what investments are you making for yourself, on yourself, using the long-term vision, and really allowing yourself to practice patience in order to get to your vision. So the Chariot is also a symbology with the number seven. The number seven really implies, movement, and the number five is like the number of change. The number six is the number of movement, as in that way, and the number seven is really the number of staying in that energy. Like you made the decision to like be in a new situation, or you made the decision to sign this new contract. So it definitely will take some perseverance while you are waiting for your seeds to harvest, right? So, that's some of just the basic energy of, the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely a very long-term thinking type of person. You're very strategic in this energy. And if you're not, it's just telling you to have patience and know that you will soon be reaping the rewards of your harvest. And, just understanding that you have planted many seeds and they will bear whatever fruit that you are, planting. So take some time to express gratitude for what you're about to receive. Your hard work and perseverance are about to pay off handsomely. So this may be like a pause in the development of, I mentioned, signing a contract and then, maybe taking a break in between and then signing another one. So that may be just in your energy of, being open to different things like that, and just profitable speculations coming here. And it says, patience is a virtue. What is yours will always come back to you. Have faith. So how can you trust that energy and be patient in your financial journey while all of these things start to crop up? So it really may help you to just stay creative and stay in that energy. When I said the card under this is the Queen of Swords, which is the thinking side. So allowing for boundaries, taking breaks when you need it, but also really understanding that this is a mental game first. So let's go ahead and get one for the Monarch, which is also known as the Chariot. Let's get one. Okay, what came out is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, sorry, I'm trying to get the cards not to fall all down. The Queen of Cups is the cups of, emotional stability, empathy, using your intuition, and, nurturing. So, how I mentioned, going on this journey does require, with the Seven of Pentacles coming out, it does require patience with yourself and, just with other people. And patience waiting for, your seeds to crop up. And, using the time in between things happening in order to nurture yourself. So, in between work and the next time you go to work, you don't spend your time, thinking about work and what else can you do and, things of that nature. It would really consume you at that point. So you don't do that. You are, patient and you are thinking about, getting back to a solid place before you have to go back the next day. So is this be in your heart space before taking any decisions, but don't be over emotional. So emotional stability, and asking yourself, will emotions be balanced and stable in this situation? So asking yourself, how can you make sure that your emotions are balanced, and tapping into that intuition to see what you need and what's important to you at any given moment. Let's get one for your last card. Alright, lastly you have the Ten of Cups, which is just symbolizing harmony. So, the energy of, celebration and working and investing, it can, not just tire you out, but it can, bring fulfillment to you as well. So it's asking yourself, how can I be in alignment all the while I'm walking on my, Ten of Cups journey? How can I have that stability? How can I have that get up and go about myself and, stay in that place of um, not feeling dependent, not feeling rushed, not feeling scarce, not feeling, anything that you're not meant to feel, or, in the energy of a lack, right? So the Ten of Cups is the one that is, the power of love, receiving the love that you want and deserve in different forms. So it may be in the, abundance of land, property, abundance of, just a community around you. And, this card says, you have achieved all success and happiness in your life now. Enjoy the moment. So, allowing yourself to, travel mentally to this Ten of Cups moment being fulfilled, and asking yourself what that feels like, and, feeling joyful because of it. Relationships are fulfilling and harmonious in this stage, and there may be, a reunion or a marriage or even a child on the way. It's kind of a second hint on that, just based off of what the cards look like. But like I said, birthing something could be different from, just childbirth. You could be birthing a new project, or, in a new area of your life. But yes, that is your reading for all of my fire signs. Appreciate you watching this video, and I will come back from the next one. Stay tuned. Another day for earth signs and water signs.